Kelly Kleinman here, dealershipnews.com. We're at the N.A.D.A. 2020. Or is it the 2020 N.A.D.A.? It's the 2020 N.A.D.A. Numbers always first.
Yeah,
anyway, we're the first timer.
Hey
Now,
guys.
Jason Miller of DealerOps. DealerOps has been around for 15 years. It's the first time that they've ever attended an N.A.D.A. How'd it go so far?
It's been a great show for us, great exposure. That's what we were going for.
I think you got that exposure. You had a very successful show, from what we understand so far. Correct?
Yeah, it was. It's been a great turnout. It's a good chance for people across the company. We brought the dev team, we brought the support team, we brought some of the engagement guys over, so they could all work together and meet our clients as they stop by. So they all get to see and hear the client feedback. So it's been fantastic.
That's kind of nice. Good to hear.
It's great for them to hear it from the client versus hearing it from me, because they hear stuff from me all the time. So hearing how it impacts the dealerships is pretty amazing.
It's a live testimonial.
Right, exactly. Yeah.
So why don't you give us a real quick 30-second elevator pitch? I mean, most people know who DealerOps is, but in case you don't, you will now.
Yeah, it's the brand's not well known yet. We're working on this. Was kind of our launch, I guess. It was build a rock solid product, and now we're ready to scale. We've been around 15 years. We're an enterprise reporting platform. We essentially a data warehouse for dealers. That's what we're building out. As dealership groups begin to grow, it fits in nicely as a quick way to see all the information across your enterprise. We're starting to integrate with CRMs. We're starting to integrate with companies like Xtime, putting all that data in one easy-to-use dashboard, if you will. It's built around the dealers. It's built for reporting.
That's an exact 30-second elevator pitch. So who at the dealership would be tasked to adjust the marketing or operations strategy with your particular platform?
Oh, it's certainly...
Because there's a lot of data involved.
Sure,
there's a heck of a lot of data.
Well, it touches the entire dealership. It goes from the CEOs or anyone in the C-suite all the way down to a service advisor, sales guys. They can track their deals. It's a way for everybody in the store to know what's going on. They're speaking to the same numbers, talking about the same counts and grosses, because that's a big issue in stores. So those decision makers are the GMs and even the department managers. So it works.
Now, although you work with individual dealerships, your solution is really, really, really good for larger dealership groups.
Sure.
Can you expand a little bit on that?
Sure. I think stores that are single point stores can manage effectively with their DMS. DMS are doing a pretty good job of reporting on their own. So once you're beyond a single point store, though, trying to aggregate that data and really know what's going on in your stores, it becomes a lost art. Not many people can really dive into data that way. So we built the reports around a group so groups can easily analyze what's going on. So as dealerships get bigger and those groups grow, that's when the tool really becomes effective.
Yeah. Now, if you had to deliver us a buzzword or keyword for 2020 moving forward in your particular segment, what would that buzzword or keyword be?
I tell you, it's
probably my tricky question.
No, right? No kidding. If there's one word, just really a revolution, because I want to change the way that the entire operation works. Not necessarily at the dealership level, but more on software level. Because right now there's so many different systems that dealers have to use. They use 7 to 8, maybe 9 applications in a store level just to know what's going on. So when we can start integrating all of that data and make this thing easier for them to operate, saves them a lot of money, saves them tons of time. The time's what's important. We've all lost our time, so get a little bit of it back, especially. And you multiply that across the users in the store, it becomes a no-brainer. It's a no-brainer. So let's see what happens. I'm excited for it.
I just created one. It's going to be SDI, Streamlined Data Intelligence.
That could work.
Okay, good. Insights.
That's exactly what it is. So the bigger we can, the more people we can start integrating with the dealers and give them assurance that the data is secure, that data is not being shared with other vendors or other third parties, and become really a one-stop shop. So it protects data security, cybersecurity. We're there to help the dealer.
Well, that's a buzzword too, data security.
Yeah, cybersecurity. I'm actually giving a talk in May and in June about cybersecurity. So that's one of our one of our fortes. My background's a controller, so as this software got built, it was built around a dealership from an accounting perspective. So it's I understand what they go through. I'm actually from an accounting standpoint. So,
last but not least, what are your insights into the decade that's upon us? Automotive industry related, of course.
Sure.
And in your particular segment.
My segment is different. It's busy. It's getting crowded. There's a lot of reporting solutions out there. What sets us apart is our people.
The differentiators.
That's why that's what it's about. We actually had clients come by and two, in fact, that's made the same comment. They said that it's a people business still, and he said, you guys are great people. So doing business with us is easy, and I think dealers are going to appreciate that, especially the value we'll start to bring and what we can do for them. So it's really, again, a revolution, because I really want to change how that is handled and how it's warehoused for dealers.
Service is absolutely crucial. If you're a good service provider, you're way ahead of the game, because there aren't a lot of them out there that do a great job from the customer service perspective.
That's absolutely true. And our engagement specialist, we try to hire former DMS converts, I'll call them, guys that work for the DMSs themselves.
Sure.
Because at the end of the day, probably going to get in trouble for saying this, but a DMS is simply an input tool. It's an input tool. It's a way for I can write an RO, I can write a check. It's a data entry. So anyway, I want to change the way the industry works. So we'll see how that works.
You're a revolutionary, Jason. You're a revolutionary.
Maybe we'll see. I'll see if I'm calling my home run here.
It's a revolutionary I've got with Jason Miller of DealerOps. Thank you for joining us.